Hi everyone, just providing some commentary on my 422 AT Rey Dau run. This is the free challenge quest, and I'm using a bow. So to start off with, I am using a heroics build, and I'm getting heroics from piping hot food, and that's why you see me blow myself up at the beginning. For my build, I'm using 4 pieces of Rey Dau armor, focused on Latent Power. I also take 1 level of Convert Element, just because it gives a good amount of flinching power when it procs. Using Artean Water as my bow, because Rey Dau is second weakest to water, and the Water Artean has close range coating. I'm taking Crit 5 here because it's quite a raw focus build through Heroics, and crit scales quite well with that. To note that I'm using Corrupted Mantle to slowly burn down my health into Heroics range. So there's a number of ways of opening with Heroics, so I'm going to open with a Pit Trap here. So I get off here and I pop a Might Pill and a Pitfall Trap, and the timing works out just right to activate Heroics. So I start the fight with a Sneak Attack, and then he gets trapped immediately, and I can get off a few combos. So in this fight, I'm trying to mix in some Thousand Dragons into my combo. It has its advantages, such as being quite coating and stamina friendly, but I'm not actually sure whether it's better in terms of DPS compared to just spamming power volley combos. So once it gets out of the pit trap, it will do 2 roars, one for the start of the fight and one for enrage. But I actually flinch him, so that cancels one of the roars. With this side swipe attack, you can either dodge to the side or dodge backwards. And assuming you don't start too close to him, he'll miss you with his second swipe, and you can actually just get off a full power volley combo. So you notice that I flinch him. This happens quite often due to Convert Element. And actually, like after a while, you get a feel for when the flinch happens, and you can follow up appropriately. But sometimes, if you flinch him and you weren't prepared, you actually lose out on a little bit of damage, because your next hits will miss him. Okay, so here he does his Flying Ray Gong attack. So I typically look at the floor and dodge after he flashes twice. And when he lands, you can focus strike his head. And once you do that, you'll cause a shot topple. So for this flying wing drag move, you'll spam this repeatedly throughout the fight. So ideally, you should dodge to the side when he's coming towards you. And when you dodge, you really want to proc Discerning Dodge if possible, because that will maximize your charge level and make your punishes do more damage. Now, he will usually land after doing this move, which means you can just punish him straight away. But sometimes he will continue flying. So here he continues flying, and as soon as I see that, I just flash him down in order not to waste too much time. So once it goes down, you can get off a few combos. So in this fight, you typically want to focus on either his head or wings. If you break his wings, it will cause a topple, but focusing on his head does slightly more damage. So here I break the wings, and down he goes, and you can get in a few more combos here as well. So here you can see that he's mostly landing after the wing drag, and you turn around and try to punish him with a combo. So he really loves spamming that wing drag move. Okay, so I've created a blue wound now. Popping a blue wound causes a free topple. So you want to take advantage of that. Okay, so for this big lightning gun attack, I don't bother discerning dodging it. I just get out of the way by dashing to the side. Okay, so I pop the blue wound here, which causes yet another topple, and you can get off another few combos for free here. Dodge the roars. Okay, so at this stage, I'm thinking about trying to lure him under the rocks. So I'm inching my way there, just trying to get a little bit of damage in where I can. Okay, so this position is good for rocks. Now he's conveniently in the air, so I'm going to flash him down. And he's actually right underneath the rocks here. So after I get in a combo, I drop the rocks on him. Now I think I could have gotten in another combo, but I just wanted to play it safe. Rock does about, I think, 5% of his health, and then topples him for another few free combos. Okay, so the fight is almost over here. Just try not to screw up. He is flying up to do his lightning gun attack. Now normally I would just dodge it, but because I have one flash left and the fight is almost over, I just flash him down. Get a few more combos in and should be almost done. So now my cat has taken aggro here, so he's not facing me anymore. So I'm just trying to hit his tail because it has a decent hit zone. Okay, and that's it. Dead. Okay, and this is an overview of my build for those interested. Okay, so 422, which is, I think it's an okay time. Yeah, that's all for now. See you next time. Thanks for watching.